Alrighty guys, it's Don't Be Trippin', it's just flippin'. I'm a full-time reseller and part of our sales are clothing, so I'm going to show you exactly how I ship them out. Some have had questions over how I utilize our poly bags, so I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's move all of the hard goods stuff out of the way. I do have a few videos over shipping actual items if you want to check those out, but we did sell a good amount of stuff. Whenever we make sales, every morning I will write them down on a piece of paper with how much we paid for it, the item, and where it's located in our inventory so we can go and pick them for the day. So let's see what we got. We got the Victoria's Secret dogs, a lot of 5 of them sold on eBay for $33.72. They are super cute. This huge one. I've had these for a long time though. We got to keep those up from the actual dog that we have because she will chew them up. This Maxwell cassette, we paid $1. It sold for $5.96, so not a whole lot of profit, but just something that we picked up. And we have this lot of fuses, so we picked these up at a yard sale in a bundle, and these continually make us money. We're getting down to the last ones though. We paid $15 for a whole box, and just these 3 sold for $26.25, and we sold a ton others. I'll put them up on the screen. And there's a whole bunch that we still need to list. Okay, who are you? This little cupcake doll was made by, it's a Tonka toy, but she goes in there with the little cupcake. She is incomplete, so I took an offer on eBay for $12, and she's going international. Red ring boots sold for $40. Now let's get into the clothing. This is a Nike Purdue pullover. I picked this up for $5 and it sold for $86.25 on eBay. This is the 3rd one like this that I've sold. This floral skirt, I picked it up just because of the cuteness factor. It is made in the USA also. It didn't take long to sell. It sold on Depop for 30 bucks. Fox Racing long sleeve. I paid $1 for this at a yard sale this past summer and it sold on eBay for 40 bucks. These are little girls flag denim shorts. They sold on Depop for 30 bucks. All right, let's get shipping them. This is what I use to ship all my clothing items. They are 24 by 24 inch white poly bags, and I just cut them to size to whatever item or whatever size the clothing item is. I do that because it's the most cost-effective way, and I don't have to keep a bunch of different size poly bags on hand. I just buy the one size and cut them and tape them up. All you're gonna need is a pair of good scissors and some tape. We use eBay tape. We get our eBay tape using our eBay quarterly coupon that they give to those with a store subscription. I'll link that video at the end of this one. So if you don't know how to access that coupon, if you do have a store subscription, we're gonna do these shorts first. I do have a few pieces already. These are left over from me already cutting them in half or into thirds with other items. I just store them until I sell more clothing. And we do sell a good amount of clothing. It's about equal to about how many hard goods we sell. I just fold it up. Bring it closer so you can see. So I just put a little bit of tape on the bottom there. I just take it, straighten it out, fold it over. Use my scissors as like a little prop. I'm usually doing this on the floor. And then just tape the edge. I do add another little piece just so it's nice and secure. And then you're always going to want to write down what's actually in the item. So these are just put star shorts. Just something that describes what's in there so you don't get the items mixed up. And I do use the eBay tape for every single platform I sell on. It doesn't matter. They don't care. I've never had an issue with it. I do already have these cut, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. And it's perfect because they usually work just fine for any piece of clothing. If I had a larger clothing item, I would just use the whole bag. We do sell a good amount of clothes or coats, but most of our items are smaller like this, so this is perfect for us. And then eBay tape, the quality has gone down a little bit, you guys. I'm not sure what's going on there. They're skimping a little bit on the tape quality. Do that, and then you're just going to write what's in it. Fox, just like that, and then set it to the side. And then here's another little excess piece that I have. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Any of these items sold on Poshmark, I would use their poly mailers. You get these free at USPS.com. Make sure you're utilizing these if you sell on Poshmark. Then you don't have to actually use any of your own poly bags, and saves you some money. I'm gonna tape it up. Then we'll write what's in it. Just write floral. If it's a name brand, I try not to make it too large or too bright, just because I don't want it to be seen under the label. Now I'm going to take my large bag, because we have one more to do. Get the Nike pullover. So I'm just going to take this bag and cut it. We're going to do it in half. And then I'll put this piece up for tomorrow whenever we sell some more items. And then I just slide it in there. Now these do have the self-seal part right there, so if you sold a big item or a large coat or blanket, you would just be able to seal it that way. This way I just use a little bit of tape. And I haven't had any issues with the item coming open or anything like that. Just like that. And we'll just put a check mark for Nike. As you can tell, the items stayed in their clear poly bags. That is what I store them in, and they stay in that clear poly bag, and then they get shipped in this white poly bag. So they are protected in case it rains or it gets thrown around, or if the bag does accidentally get a tear in it, the item is protected. That's why I like using the clear poly bags to ship with the white poly bags. It's just an extra protectant, just to make sure they get their item in the condition that it was photographed in. All right, guys, that's it. Time to get the labels printed out and get them shipped. Don't be tripping, it's just flipping.